On the 7th of October 2016, Five Nights at Freddy's sister location released. Being the 5th mainline installment in the Five Nights franchise, many characters returned, but a cast of new ones also appeared, with the main one being Circus Baby. She instantly became an icon, and 1 year later, Funko released a plushie in her likeness. But what seemed like an innocent, soft creature quickly garnered a strange and even creepy reputation. A tale of evil and murder. This is the Eerie FNAF Plushbaby mystery. The start of this haunting tale is a Twitter thread posted on December 23rd, 2017 from user CherryLover4, containing his terrifying story with the baby.
It started as an ordinary day like any other. I was at school chewing on my delicious and scrumptious sandwich my dear mommy had made me, and when all of a sudden the cafeteria door swung open and a greasy kid I knew far too well rushed over to my table. He sat down uninvited and greasy. Staring up at me with his big glasses. He shined his braces at me and said, "Was that a bloating concealed?" I was fucking fuming. No, it was not a ballooning honey sandwich. The kid called Joshua, who would follow my every move at school, would sit across from me and ask the same question. "No," I said. "I do not eat bologna or honey, and have never done that, so stop asking." Joshua, the greaseball child squealed and threw his lunch back on the table. I knew he would say next, "But I do." He flung out his bisballoony honey sandwich, grinning ear to ear, forming his face into a perfect triangle. His obsession with triangles pissed me off. His face, the three triangles on green shirt, and his sandwich is always cut the same way. Triangles. "You know, I don't get why you drink Mr. Peep. My daddy said it makes your liver run." I was not drinking Mr. Pep. It was Dr. Pepper, not Mr. Babe. I stood up, threw my half-eaten, hot-smoking, delicious mommy-made sandwich back into my lunch bag, chugging the juicy, flavorful Dr. Pepper, and walked away. "Hey, where are you going?" Joshua yelled with a mouthful of honey and her bologna. I did not answer. It wasn't any of his business. But as I was leaving, I bumped into someone, and their backpack flew open, scattering items all over the floor. "Oops, sorry," the girl who I had struck with my shoulder said. "Where are you going, honey?" As I said that, I felt Joshua's eyes on my neck. I should have mentioned honey. I'm sorry. The girl kept repeating. She scooped her item back into her backpack, but one item stood out to me. It was vibrant Freddy's sister location, Circus Baby Funko Soft Plush. I was jealous. I've been a FNAF fan for as long as I remember, and the newest game sister location was my favorite. I wanted the Five Nights at Freddy's sister location Baby Funko Soft Plushie toy. I huffed and stormed out of the cafeteria. I was pissed off. First Joshua, then that girl, and then did her perfect Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Stop seconds late, baby plush toy 8-inch. It was too much. I kept thinking about it for the final class, and as soon as it ended, I rushed out of school. The cold winter air hit my face. It was December, and a light covered of snow laid across the land. I walked the same round as every day back home, thinking about the Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, Circus Baby Funko Soft plush toy, 8-inch collectible. The desperation I felt was sickening, uncanny even. I made it to my house. My mommy and papa's cars were parked in the driveway. He must have come home early. I fought and scratched my chin, pulling the one hair I had grown there. Walking up the steps, I felt something was off. It smelled like cigarettes and beef jerky. My Uncle Bogdan! I would recognize his scent anywhere. And when I opened the door, sure enough, that great Uncle Bogdan stood there with his iconic shiny balding head and rat-like body. Hello, young man. I said hi back, and my mommy and Papa walked out from the kitchen. Papa raised his voice. Son, my dear sweet boy, young man of mine, your great Uncle Bogdan is here for Christmas. He wants to visit your grandmama, so we are driving there. Want to come with us? I remember last time we went to Grandpapa. He had coughed green slime at me, so the idea of that sounded rotten. I think I'm gonna stay here. My parents nodded and went outside, but as soon as they did, Uncle Bogdan leaned down to me and spoke in his smoky voice.
I put a gift for you. Check the kitchen, little one.
He then roughed up my short hair and left along with Mama and Papa. I looked out towards the neighborhood, and the sun was setting, watching them drive away in their red 1994 Ford Probe. The last thing I saw was great Uncle Bogdan looking out the back window right at me. A tooth rotten-like grin was plastered on his face, and for a split second, I swear, his eyes, they glowed red. Brushing off the ominous sinister feeling, I went to the kitchen. I was having a real hankering for a Dr. Pepper, but there was a wrapped up Christmas present. There were weird stains at the bottom, with a tiny liquid pool surrounding the box. It was almost Christmas, so maybe this was my holly jolly, bolly golly gift. I clawed at the box, wrapping paper flying across the kitchen, leaving a wet, stained box left with a message on it, as if it was written with a Sharpie. Use it. I opened the cardboard box, and inside, to my disbelief, it was a Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, Circus Baby Funko Soft Plushie toy, 8-inch collectible exclusive. But something about it was wrong. I picked it up and started to stare carefully. The eyes were red, dried red. It made me feel disturbed. I hated to get a Dr. Pepper, so I threw open the fridge only to be met by no Dr. Pepper. None. This was odd. We always had Dr. Pepper. I felt a shiver run down my spine and I looked out to see it. It had already gotten dark. I ran to the front door and locked it, checking inside the box again. Not only was the odd plush baby there, but something else. Some sort of it was covered in red stains too. I removed the plush and the USB drive, leaving one final item at the bottom of the box. printed out image of Circus Baby in red. The kitchen phone started ringing, making me jump. I went over and picked it up. Hello? I said uncertain. There was a weird breathing on the other end. Hello? It's Joshua! Oh no. How did he get my number? I thought. Roger, give me your number! Of course, Roger did. He was the mean kid in the class, the bully of all the kids. I don't have time. I hung on the phone and took the contents of the box upstairs. The box had said use it, so I was gonna boot up my MS1 GT72 gaming laptop, and it used the USB. I set the plush of baby on my bed behind me and turned on my gaming machine. After an hour, it was running up, and so I slowly started the USB drive and recognized a file downloaded. I recognized a file. It was Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, but the file size, it was wrong. 58 gigabytes. It took up my entire laptop. What the fuck? After another hour of downloading, it was finally done, and I started the game. It was the same as normal, just a bit off there. Was a red tint to the game. I played up into Circus Baby's gallery normally, but when I was gonna shock Baby, something ghoulishly happened. A big red baby jump scared me. I fell out of my chair and got a nosebleed. When I got back up on my legs, I looked up at the screen laptop. It was just a wall of text repeating, "You should have done that, she's coming." My breathing became crazy, and the two words appeared on the screen. "Turn around." I did. I stood, and the plush baby that was there previously was gone, leaving only a red stain on my bed. I felt my asthma kicking in. I went to my favorite YouTuber, Fusion Z Gamer's channel, and scrolled for any help, but there was none. So I dialed my papa's number, but right when I was gonna press call on the phone, letting out a scream. It was like a baby scream of evil. I dropped my phone, but picked it up again. I rushed out of my room in fright, fast-paced fright, and down the stairs. I was gonna use the phone in the kitchen, but it wasn't working. Maybe I should have hung up on Joshua. Something slammed into the front of the door, and I ran. I ran to my mummy's and papa's room. I locked the door and looked for anyone to save me. Up above the bed was a crucifix. I prayed, I said, "Dear Jesus, please save me from the plush babies. Please save me. Mommy, Papa, save me. Come home. Please, 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 come home." But instead of the sound of God, I heard a familiar voice.
"You had it coming, boy."
He was my great uncle Bug Dad. I cried, wondering why my lovely great uncle Buckadean had done this to me. I looked up at my parents' bed, and on it said the red stained plush baby, wilding my papa's hunting rifle. I jumped into the closet of the bathroom, hiding under all the clothes. I'm writing this as my final message. My phone signals are gone. If I don't tweet again, I'm gone. My name is Cherry Lover 4. My warnings for you is, don't trust your blush baby. And, oh God, she found me!
This disturbing story and disappearance of Cherry Lover 4 made the Five Nights at Freddy's community scared, and after a week of worry, the creator of FNAF, Scott Cawthon, uploaded a now gone video titled Cherry Lover 4 Had It Coming. Reportedly, it was 37 minutes of Scott on a chair shirtless and laughing, as the screen slowly turned red, ending with Scott simply stating he had it coming. This event was all but forgotten until 2019 with the release of Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. The game had several references to the incident years prior, including the new enemy Plushbaby. In an interview when asked about the new antagonist, producer Ray McCaffrey broke down crying, saying, "The general made me do it." The eerie Plushbaby mystery still lingers today. Sherry Lover 4 is missing, and the Plushbabies just keep coming back more and more evil each time. Some players have reported seeing them at night around their home right before sleeping. After these ghoulish events, Scott Cawthon's words from the video is all I can think of. He had it coming.